Passive income is what you're after. It's generational wealth here to capture. Welcome to the show of the Blockchain Trapper. It's the Blockchain Trapper.
Welcome to the Blockchain Trapper, your home of the Blockchain Trapper, bringing you the latest in the news and analysis of the crypto market by way of setting you up with this trappishly average content. Let's go. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. From Cointelegraph, 21st January, Bitcoin falls to 36K. Traders say bulls need a Hail Mary to avoid a bear market. Bitcoin price drops to new lows at 36K, lead analysts to call for Hail Mary close above 39.6 to staff off bearish shift in Bitcoin market structure. Yahoo Finance, 21st January. Microstrategy plummets as SEC rejects its Bitcoin accounting. Microstrategy Inc. can't strip out Bitcoin's wild swings from the unofficial accounting measures it touts to investors, the SEC said. Bad news for MicroStrategy was compounded as the company's shares fell as much as 20% Friday, the biggest intraday collapse since 23rd February. Its stock closed nearly 18% down. Bitcoin also tumbled, and it was down more than 7%. On the 20th of January, Yahoo Finance, the Feds kick off a debate on issuing its own digital currency, new white paper, creating an official digital version of the US dollar could give Americans more and speedier payment options, but it would also present financial stability risks and privacy concerns, the U.S. Federal Reserve said in a long-awaited discussion paper released on Thursday. The papers made no policy recommendations and offered no clear signal on where the Fed stands on whether to launch a central bank digital currency, a digital form of cash in your pockets. The Fed said it would not proceed with creating one without clear support from the executive branch and from Congress, ideally in the form of a specific authorizing law. The paper tiptoes around a subject that sparked a debate inside the Fed. Nevertheless, it set the stage for central banks to collect public feedback on the potential costs and benefits of CBDC, which could ultimately advance legislation long term. While a CBDC could provide a safe digital payment option for households and businesses as payment systems continue to evolve, it may result in a faster payment option between countries. There may also be downsides, Fed officials wrote. Challenges include maintaining financial stability and making sure the digital dollar will complement existing means of payment, the Fed said. The central bank also needs to tackle major policy questions such as ensuring making sure that a CBDC does not violate Americans' privacy, and that government maintains its ability to combat illicit finance. So, now they want to be trying to worry about our privacy and stuff now, huh? Because we understand that these things is a privacy matter, and for them to be pushing it off all of a sudden with the agenda, then they act like they're not so certain or so sure or what. You know, these people who has been in office for so long, Jerome Powell being renominated and stuff like that. These people are so out of date. They don't, just like when the internet era came, they don't have no understanding of what these technologies are and are afraid to proceed without some type of caution and understanding moving forward. Insider, 23rd of January. Fully digital U.S. dollar will be a better online currency than crypto, new Fed report suggests. Now all of a sudden they're like, hey, we don't know, but we think it'll be better. A new report from the Federal Reserve opened the door to debate around a central bank digital currency. The Fed avoided taking a side for or against the idea, and instead of raising the number of pros and cons, a CBDC could boast many of crypto's benefits without the wild price swings seen over the past years. Cryptocurrency accent to global stardom put governments on alert. Some, like China and Sweden, are already tinkering with digitizing their own currencies. Now the Federal Reserve is dipping its toes in the water. The Federal Reserve still hasn't decided for or against a central bank digital currency, but a new report lays out the potential benefits and risks of fully digitizing the U.S. dollar. The Fed kickstarted a debate over a U.S. central bank digital currency on Thursday, publishing a highly anticipated report on the topic. A CBDC will serve as a purely digital version of cash that's backed by the Fed and just as valuable to the public as physical cash. It wouldn't require the same deposit insurance that banks need for cash, and it wouldn't need to be backed by physical assets. A backed digital dollar would then provide many of the benefits touted by cryptocurrencies without their wild price swings and usage fees. Talking about them usage fees, like Ethereum. In theory, a CBDC would meld the best aspect of physical and digital currencies for the average American. A CBDC likely wouldn't likely feel that different from regular dollar. People already use digital cash when they shop with credit or debit cards, but in those situations, the currency is backed by private sector banks. Should the Fed introduce a CBDC, Americans will be able to shop with a digital dollar backed by the country's central bank. And if that sound outlandish, it shouldn't. Physical dollar bills are already backed by the Fed, not by commercial banks. Okay? Not by commercial banks. But the Fed stopped short of taking a position on CBDC in its first aims to engage with public, Congress, and other stakeholders on the topic. Still, the Thursday report detailed a handful of reasons why such a currency would benefit the country and serve as a better medium for spending than commonly traded cryptocurrencies that have seen adoption explode over the past few years. Now, speaking of those commercial banks, Decrypt, 24th January, U.S. digital currency could preserve dollar supremacy, Bank of America. Central bank digital currency are the inevitable evolution of today's electronic currency, said the bank in a newly published report. The bank has spoken of the benefits of a U.S. central bank digital currency in the report. Central bank digital currencies are the inevitable evolution of today's electronic currencies, and one in the U.S. could be realized as soon as 2025, Bank of America said. The bank said on Monday report titled U.S. CBDC First Step in a Long Journey that a central bank digital currency, CBDC, would differ from existing digital money available to the general public because it would be liability of the Federal Reserve, and this would mean no credit or liquidity risk for the digital currency, according to the bank. It also said that the U.S. would benefit from releasing the CBDC because it could potentially keep the dollar as reserve currency, though it did not elaborate as to how the digital currency would accomplish this. We anticipate a U.S. CBDC to be issued between 2025 and 2030, the report reads. Hey, why they want to keep pushing this stuff way out like it's years away? Every day they push the narrative all, but this stuff is like yesterday, and that stuff has been going on behind the scenes, and the market has been existing for like 12, 13 years now, and all of a sudden it's CBDCs is still like years away and stuff like that. But then they're working on these things in Congress and coming up with votes, and stuff is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like this, they keep playing these charades and these little puzzles. They trying to play these little charades, little games, little show they putting on is real weird. But they act like we don't see what's going on. Like they doing this stuff right in our face, and we don't understand it. We anticipate. Okay, what was it? Oh, the potential benefits include preserving these four things I highlighted for a reason. Potential benefits include preserving the dollar status as the world's reserve currency, Okay? That's what they want to do first of all by implementing this. Improving cross-border payments, and we know who's good with cross-border payments, who's the number one in doing that. Increasing financial inclusion, number 3. And number 4, leveraging new use cases provided by a digital currency. Okay? We know who this commercial bank, we know who they're partnered with. Bank of America, Ripple.com, partnership, says it right there. You know, let's go. 25th January from Decrypt, Ripple hits record 15 billion valuation after buying out Series C investor. Ripple told her that a doubling of its payments business has a healthy balance sheet. As announced, it will buy out Series C investors at a higher valuation. Ripple's valuation is now a third higher than in late 2019. The shadow of SEC lawsuit still hangs over the company. Ripple is touting major growth in its payments business. Ripple announced on Tuesday that it has bought back its shares from investors who financed its $200 million Series C round December 2019. According to the company, new shares purchase value the company at $15 billion, a third more than the $9.8 billion valuation the company received at the time of Series C. The buyback and valuation is notable because it suggests that Ripple is feeling bullish about its prospect despite an SEC lawsuit that rocked the company at the end of 2020. The case, which is being closely watched by the broader crypto industry, turned on whether Ripple and its top executives sold the currency, XRP, to the public as an unlicensed security. According to Ripple spokesperson, the company bought out the investors with cash it had on hand. The spokesperson cited our extremely strong position in the market and noted that Ripple is cash flow positive. It has $1 billion in the bank and a strong balance sheet. The investors who sold their shares back to Ripple include Series C-led investor Tetragon Financial Group, which sued Ripple in early 2020 in an unsuccessful attempt to back out of its investments following the SEC lawsuit. So they must have meant in early 2021 because the lawsuit was at the end of 2020. So they said following the SEC suit. So they must have meant early 2021. But moving forward, Ripple also cited 2021 its most successful year ever, saying the volume of its payments business has doubled and that on-demand liquidity business has expanded to 22 markets from the 3 markets it served in 2020. Brad Garlinghouse, from the man himself.
If Ripple goes away, XRP is going to keep trading. Many countries around the world, the UK, Japan, Switzerland, Singapore, they all have clarity and certainty that XRP is not a security. In fact, the United States is the only country on the planet that has suggested that XRP is a security.
Well, you heard it from the man, Brad Garlinghouse himself. He just told you. You tell him, Brad. Breaking news to all my trappers. You can follow at Twitter _G, Blockchain Trapper. Tweeted from our lawyer, one of our lawyers from the XRP community, James K. Filing. XRP community, for those who haven't seen this already, White House wants crypto rules as a matter of national security. White House plans executive actions to regulate cryptos as a matter of national security. The order is expected to come in the next few weeks. A person familiar with the plan tells Barron's that is the last domino down right there. Regulations. They think that we slow or something, like we silly, like we dumb. We don't see what they doing. Not paying attention. Why there's SEC lawsuit going on all of a sudden with Ripple. Now y'all want to say it's a matter of national security to regulate cryptos? Are you serious? Y'all see these charades they playing? Y'all see this little show? This stuff is wild, y'all. Peep game. Some people might just be sleeping, but hey, we paying attention when they creeping, alright? Y'all see this? Got one for him right here. Tweeted from Coldward. Have seen so much anger from the XRP community over the last year while for at SEC Gov. I mean, they're just here to protect investors, right? So I made a gift to show them some love. Screw the SEC. E. Let's go. On to the trap. Over at Coin Paprika says Bitcoin dominance 39.98. Market cap 1 trillion.821. Let's go. Over here at Bitcoin, US dollar pair. Is we looking at a potential breakout? Maybe. Not quite, but we'll see. If it breaks above this red line, gives a little continuation above a level above there, we might could see some type of bullish pattern forming maybe. If we can make it above and out of this, even if it consolidates after that. But if we get rejected, head down here, that's all bad. That's clear signal. The bears is in time. The RSI on Bitcoin on the daily, just to show y'all. Alright. Look at this big pattern here. Okay. That's a lot of bearish divergence, okay? But maybe it flipped it. Maybe it's trying to break back out. Let's see. We could pull above this line somewhere in here. I could say that maybe we're headed somewhere. We're trying to break out, attempting, and we'll see what that plays out like. Okay, just to show y'all the RSI, so you can make sure for confirmation for yourself. We got XRP on the 4 hour. Caught up in that little channel, that same channel from a couple weeks ago. Coming back to haunt us. Started pushing us back down. We breaking above, back into that channel. Get back into this channel that we was going on some bullish divergence. Then we could break above 66 to 69, 70 cents area. We could be heading upward of $1 real soon. Consolidated. Now we're trying to find some wiggle room for the breakout. Let's go. Yesterday, there was a bullish flag appearing in the RSI. Just to check it for yourself. It broke out of there real bullishly like. Got rejected at the end of the day. Closed for the month. Here we go for the morning. On the 1st of February. Breaking out. Staying above this new level. On a bullish divergence. Let's go. Let's go. See where we can go with this XRP. These are my projections on the daily for XRP. We caught up in this channel. About to bounce off of this last level of support to get up out of here. Clearly went past the trend that we was on. Breaking into this previous downward trend line. Hitting the very bottom of it. We should see some divergence to break up out of here. Above this blue line. Above both these levels. And into this area. Hopefully in flipping this zone. Then from there we can break out. Looking for an all-time high. Sort of like so. This was the 2013-2014 bull market. 2013 to 2014 for XRP. Like so. It's caught in that channel. Hit the bottom of it. Flew past one of our bottom trend lines. Hit the lower supports. Bounced up out of there. Broke up out of there. Moon time. Then in 2017, 2018, similar pattern. Formed again. This time looking like it rhymes a little bit more. But still going like the one from the 2013, 2014 market. And my suggestion, if you ask me, my opinion, that is, but we should be around here at this point when it formed this type of pattern before. Maybe even a little lower, it looks like in this one that we got currently. But it started to do this once it started to break out, flipped at that line. Okay. Found support somewhere above this blue line. And then ultimately, this happened. Moon time. Let's go. XRP near. The time is near. Pack your bags. It's almost time to go. We're about to have liftoff soon. Everything I tell you here is not financial advice. Anything I do is say it right. It's not financial advice. So do not buy or sell anything because anything I say is right. But hey, if you found your value here in the chat, please do. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. And just see that for yourself. The trap is set. Okay? So if trapping is where you lacking, let the blockchain trapper know. Get you back on track and holla at y'all. Happy trappers. Until next time, happy trapping. Peace.